Yo, this is Immortal Technique. Right now you watching Pirate Radio TV, motherfucker. Yo, what it is, man.
Okay! Let's go! Talk to him! Holla! Don't you get tired of hearing niggas say that shit?
To some people this doesn't matter at all. And that's why you're gonna fail. Because you don't pay attention to the details. And the devil is in the details, you know? They say, oh, you know, we give you a 2-album deal with endless options to renew. You sitting there like a fool thinking that you got a 2-album deal, but they got endless options to renew. Meaning we could get that same deal again and again and again and again based on whatever we want out of it. So even with a little word, your whole life could change. Just like, you know, one set of actions that you do one day can end you up in jail for the rest of your life or make you famous and wealthy.
Absolutely.
Real talk.
Yeah, it definitely is real talk. ADRUG, Pirate Radio TV, here with Immortal Technique once again. We in Harlem, you know what I'm saying?
Harlem,
world famous Grant's Tomb or whatever. I heard he's not even really buried here. But
yo, you know, I remember back in the day, niggas used to come up here and tag up all over this motherfucker. Niggas had no respect for this man. None whatsoever. And I would come here, and I knew who was buried here, and I would ask niggas, I would be like, yo, y'all motherfuckers know who's in here? Like, man, I don't give a fuck about that. Like, yo, you know, if your man hadn't fought as well as he did, some of y'all motherfuckers would still be wearing chains and shit. And they were like, what? I was like, yeah, go look this nigga up, huh? Nah, but for real, I'm glad they made this place look nice. The problem with Harlem is that they making it look nice. They not making it look nice for us. They want to kick the black and Latino people out of Harlem or create a new subdivision of a class of us. That's why the River to River plan in Harlem has redistricted everything and only allotted 5% of the entire territory between 126 and 124. Only 5% for low-income housing. Everyone else is screwed. So we acting like we pimping or we getting something, and really, you know, large developers and the people that control the politics of our neighborhoods, they're the ones that are pimping. They're the ones that are getting paid, you know?
if you could give advice to up-and-coming talented artists, you know, that actually have something to say, what would you give them just trying to get some shine in this game, you know?
I'd tell them that, you know, whatever you got is based on what you're willing to sacrifice to get there, you know? That's what success is. It's what you're willing to sacrifice to get to where you want to be. If you want to be an independent artist, where the probability of making more money and having more creative control over your career is on a completely different level than being signed to a label with a regular deal, then you got to be prepared to suffer for that. You know, you got to sleep 4 hours, 3 hours, sometimes no sleep every day, just working all day long yourself. You got to be able to maneuver politically around the DJs, you know, program directors, college radio people, you know, independent media like Pirate Radio TV or whatever it may be. You know, you gotta humble yourself. You can't be like, oh, it's not MTV, I ain't talking to this nigga. You know? You really have to humble yourself. Now, if you just wanna be a signed artist and you don't wanna have anything to do with the actual production of what you do, you just wanna go in there with some beats that are already structured for you, spit a verse, or have an A&R tell you what you should be rhyming about or who you should be rhyming with, then be prepared to reap the repercussions of that. Economically and also spiritually, you know, because you're gonna feel like a slave, trust me. And if you don't wanna believe me, well then you can take the word of just about 99% of all rappers that have ever been in that position. Because they'll tell you the same thing. No matter who it is. So, you know, I would tell people that they should examine what they're doing this for. Like we were talking about before. Why are you in this? To make money, to get fame, to get women, because you have something to say, because you believe hip-hop is a culture rather than just music and rap, you know? If you have serious reasons for doing this and you feel like you committed 100% to it, then I would say the second step, and you're prepared to sacrifice, then the second step will be to learn the business of it, the business of music. And start with the history of the business, how we got to this level. to where Black and Latino people created an art form and now own nothing, not even BET, nothing. You know, we don't even own the pressing plants. We have very little ownership of studios. Our percentage is way down. We don't own any mastering plants. You know, we don't own any distributors. So, in other words, understand how we got to this position that we in so that you can find a way to maneuver through it however you want to, whether it's through the commercial scene or whether it's through the underground. And that's my honest advice to niggas if they really want to make an impact. Not just be able to shine locally in your area, because all that takes is talent. Like you said, a motherfucker that already got skills, that's already nice. You the nicest nigga in your neighborhood, whether it's in Queens or the Heights or Harlem or downtown or wherever, then people are naturally gonna pay attention to you. But there's a difference in between being able to spit a hot 16 or a hot 32 bar verse with lots of punchlines and metaphors and be able to structure a song and know how to release it and know what channel specifically to go through. That's gonna enable you to be able to tour off that song, to tour off those records, to be invited to huge festivals, you know, in Europe, where they pay you like $20,000 a show. Because they love hip hop, and they love the culture. You know, they want to see you and your DJ cut up. You know, they want to hear niggas freestyle. They want to hear you, you know, do the songs that they love from 2 albums ago. You know, you have to be ready to not just be a studio rapper, but you have to have your performance game down too. So, you know, once you get to number 3, once you get to those 2 steps, then you can come back and see me and I'll give you the advanced placement shit. The business investment, you know, because a fool and his money is soon parted. You can have all the money in the world, but there's a difference in between making money and keeping that money.
We're giving billions of US tax dollars.
Pirate Radio TV, Immortal Technique, Hip Hop 101. Come back for advanced placement when you're ready. We out.
And even overthrow democratically elected governments. And so the age of revolution began again. They painted it as godless terrorists versus the free world and the free market. But the free market has never been free.